In the words of the great J.W. Marriott, only close attention to the fine details makes an operation first class. Most of you have undoubtedly been to a hotel where the service was atrocious, the rooms just mediocre, and the amenities below average. My ongoing career in the hotel industry, specifically Hilton, has provided me with insider tips on hotels and how to gauge if that hotel is a superior property. With the information I will give you today, you will be able to distinguish if the hotel you're staying at is in fact superior or just average. The three best ways to distinguish a superior hotel from a mediocre hotel are by analyzing online scores and ratings prior to check-in, conversing with staff throughout the stay, and observing interactions between staff and guests. First and foremost, I will define for you all a focus service hotel and a full-service hotel. A full-service hotel is normally a hotel that has over 400 rooms and an abundance of banquet facilities, more than 3 at least, such as the Hilton Hotel in downtown Minneapolis. They often are hotels which nickel and dime their guests for amenities such as wireless internet, parking, and workout facilities. Focused service hotels offer guests free amenities such as breakfast, coffee, and wireless internet, as well as workout facilities. They are much smaller in size and often have closer relationships with the clients that are regulars. Full-service hotels, on the contrary, do not. Simply due to the sheer size of their operation, it is not financially possible to provide all guests with free amenities. TripAdvisor reviews are collected in partnership with another third-party site by the hotel, so you know that they are good because the hotel is promoting reviews that TripAdvisor uses. Always look for the asterisk on the TripAdvisor site that indicates the hotel collected the review in partnership. Most hotels also have Facebook pages that allow you to comment. Often, Facebook comments provide insight on aspects of the hotel that would otherwise not be noticed, such as a personal experience or an act of great service that a guest had when they stayed with us. Orbitz.com is a third-party site used to provide feedback from guests who choose Orbit, and those reviews can also be redirected to TripAdvisor via a web application for all to see. On TripAdvisor, they rate properties in specific regions, for example, downtown Minneapolis or Bloomington Airport. I would suggest never staying at a hotel which is rated more than a 10. 1 through 10 is what you want to be at, and after analyzing scores and rankings to decide a property, you can converse with staff during your stay to distinguish if the hotel is superior. Gauging how knowledgeable the staff is about specific operations and outside events is key to making certain that you are at a superior hotel. Staff should be willing to go above and beyond for the guest's needs as long as it doesn't break state or federal laws and isn't too far out of context. Staff should be genuinely happy and excited to help the guest. In my personal opinion, problem resolution is the biggest indicator of a good hotel, because if the staff are capable and confident of making their own decisions on the spot, the guest will acknowledge that it was resolved that moment without manager interference and be pleased. T. Boone Pickens once said, "Be willing to make decisions. That's the most important quality in a good leader. Don't fall victim to what I call the ready, aim, aim, aim syndrome. You must be willing to fire." By conversing with hotel staff, you are able to instantly find out how competent they are in regards to their hotel's operations, their city, how much they care about guest satisfaction reviews, and how much training the management team puts them through initially. Horace Mann said about observation, "Observation, activity of both eyes and ears." How right he was with that assessment. By observing and listening, you can mentally note positive and negative cues from employee interaction with other guests. For instance, a guest has an inquiry about where an office building is. So how does the staff respond? Well, proper procedure would entail locating a map, directing the guest verbally, and checking if they need transportation. Staff should have a yes attitude towards everything brought their way. Departments should flow continuously throughout the day and week, and behind-the-scenes work stays out of the guest's eyes, as well as any drama brought forth by internal situations. As a guest, keep an eye open to see if beverages are properly stocked and that utilities are in order. If something is broken, tell a staff member. Observe how they respond. They should be apologetic immediately and promise to fix it. If they apologize, promise to fix it, and an hour later you return and it is still broken, they are not on the ball, and that is the sign of a below-average property. Granted, if you can tell it's a busy day in the hotel, you must remember that the staff is trying to be attentive to all of the incoming and outgoing guests, and the broken utility is not on the top of the priority list for that moment. Distinguishing a superior hotel can be hard. By analyzing online scores and ratings prior to check-in, conversing with the staff throughout the stay, and observing interactions between staff and guests, one can make certain that they made either the right or wrong decision on that property. Not all hotels are for everyone. Preferences vary immensely, and because of this, I kept the components of a superior hotel simple for all to understand. Whether it is a full-service or focus-service hotel, the guests are the number one priority, and everything in everyone's power should be done to exceed their expectations. In the words of J.W. Marriott once more, take good care of your employees, and they'll take care of your customers. And those customers will come back. This goes hand in hand with the idea that good staff who are competent in themselves can provide first-class service, resolve guest problems on their own, and contribute to the ranking and reviews that the property receives. Thanks for listening today, and I'm confident that the next time you stay at a hotel, you will be able to recognize if it is a superior hotel or just a mediocre one.